They say when the seas rage, even the gods must bow, but they were wrong.
That was the moment history was drowned, and a new legend was born from the pressure of the ocean. Our greatest oracle did not predict the future. It only showed the inevitable.
They built iron birds not to conquer the sky, but to defy the collapsing ground.
But the real question is, if Antarctica melted instantly, would these extraordinary efforts be enough?
It began at the end of the world, a pure.
But deep beneath the millennial ice, the planet's heart skipped a beat.
Human eyes, for the first time, witnessed a planetary-level event.
Trapped for millions of years, the planet's geothermal heat was finally unleashed. It wasn't a melting, it was an instantaneous collapse, a geological blink.
Ice shelf collapsed. Repeat, the ice shelf.
Warning. Extinction level event detected. The Oracle awakened. 36 hours to rewrite the fate of 8 billion people.
The world's leaders had no other choice. This
civilization stood on the brink of chaos. When faced with extinction, humanity did not pray.
activate Titan protocol. They build.
The legacy of Aegis, the shield of the gods, was reborn in steel and concrete. An army of machines, born for this moment. The titanium albatrosses took flight, not for war, but for salvation.
The last arcs, the sleeping fortresses, were awakened.
They weren't building walls, they were forging a new coastline. A rampart rose from the earth to challenge the sky. In a matter of hours, humanity had completed the work of centuries. The titanium albatrosses descended, not for war, but for salvation. The greatest migration wasn't across deserts, but rising above the waves. They didn't just save people, they saved their homes. An aerial evacuation commanded by a mind in orbit. Human will, amplified by silicon and algorithms. The hearts of the arcs began to beat. It was time for the giants to awaken. Born from pressure, they rose to face it. Artificial islands, fortresses of the future.
already. Humanity had done all it could.
Ghost cities, awaiting the ocean's verdict.
I didn't run. I faced it.
Impact imminent. New Zealand. T-minus 1 minute. The hour of judgment had arrived.
The first confrontation. Human will against the planet's wrath. But even giants have their limits.
But elsewhere, their legacy held. An engineering gamble.
Even symbols of faith could only watch in silence. The beauty of nature erased by itself.
The torch of liberty against the darkness of the ocean. The last fortress of the old world.
The Arks had to learn to dance in the apocalyptic storm.
A test of gravity and engineering. They were made to bend, not to break. The planet was cleansing itself.
Every coastline on Earth had been hit.
Time had stopped in the capital of the world.
The ancient wonders witnessed the fall of the modern ones. The flood did not end. It just turned into a giant grinder.
The trial was not over. The will to survive, expressed by vectored thrust.
It was a costly victory.
The seeds of a new civilization were sown on high ground. But the planet had not yet spoken its final word.
A convulsion of the planet.
Warning. Secondary tsunami wave detected. The aftershocks of the apocalypse. What doesn't kill them makes them stronger.
The fury had passed.
After the storm,
Humanity had survived. But the world they knew was gone.
they were the inheritors of a water planet.
Geography was rewritten in water. The highest peaks became the new islands. A cruel irony of history. The city of water was finally claimed by it.
The greatest wall of man could not stand against the wall of death.
The flood was just the immediate effect. The real consequences were just beginning.
Warning. Atlantic meridional overturning circulation has collapsed. The planet's climate engine was broken.
The melting of the ice brought forth an ice age.
A deadly paradox.
While half the world froze, the other half burned. The war of adaptation never stops.
They carried an entire ecosystem with them. They became archaeologists of their own world.
Searching for resources and remnants of the past.
The next battle was not with water, but with ice. A new enemy, cold and silent. The Great Migration continued.
Humanity took root wherever it could.
To fight the Ice Age, they had to learn to control the climate.
A new world, new journeys. The beauty of destruction and rebirth.
One war was won. Another was waiting.
The enemy had arrived.
They were ready. Humanity defeated the Great Flood with the fire of technology.
But now, they faced the ice.